วัสดีค่ะ Welcome back to Bim's Kitchen. Today we making sourdough brioche with ham and cheese and a lot of yummy stuff inside the dough. And let's start it. We are making brioche today. What I'm gonna add into the bowl is 300 grams of cold milk, 200 grams of my starter. I didn't have active starter, so I use my 1 week old discard. Actually, it's starter that been sit into the fridge for 1 week. So I always use that. Okay. I'm gonna use every single bit of it because I don't want to waste it. So there is a starter and milk. So I'm adding some sugar, about 300 grams of sugar, 30 grams of sugar. Then I have some 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna mix them together with spatula first, so they kind of incorporate to the dough very easily and evenly. Okay, now I'm gonna add 1 kilogram of my Thai bread flour. This is unbleached. So we're gonna use 1 kilogram of my bread flour into the bowl. Let's see this one can handle it or not. If not, I'm in the trouble again. Okay, then we bring it up. We go cover because we don't want the bread flour to be spread out during mixing. So we go gently first. I go very gently, and then when they mix together well, and then I go a little bit high speed. Now I go to number 2. I'm gonna mix the dough until the dough is kind of have past the windowpane taste, so it's gonna take quite a while. I'm gonna stop video for now and come back later. The dough is starting to be difficult. I'm gonna stop it now. I'm gonna add some butter. I melted the butter and okay, we're gonna cut the dough a little bit because it's difficult to mix. Now I'm gonna add my salt into the all over. The reason I add the salt later, as you know, I don't want my salt to get direct to the starter. So this one is everything in there already, so the salt can coming in. So after I mix for a while, I'm gonna let the machine doing the work. So it make my life a little bit easier for enriched dough with this bad boy. So I'm gonna stop the machine now. Let's see the dough. Well, everything still mixing. If I can go a little bit longer, that will be help me a lot. Okay. So after we knead, we're gonna stop the machine and see what it look like. Okay. You don't need this bad boy now. Just gonna move it out. So what we have here is my dough. Stick into the hook like that. Oops. It not pass windowpane test yet because this is my first time using this machine to make the dough like this. So I don't want to break it again like my first time using it. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna knead them with my hand to help. Oh, really nice. This is gonna be very yummy bread, I can tell. So after knead, when they come together, I'm gonna proof it another 15 minutes and then I'm gonna knead it again because you don't have windowpane taste. After rest the dough for 15 minutes, I need to knead them again. This enriched dough need a lot of attention. The dough need to pass windowpane test, so I have to work hard on this dough. So I need to knead with the machine and also knead with my hand. Here we go, we try again. Let's see whether this time I have passed windowpane test. Nope. Still need to wait another round. And before I raise the dough, I need to make into round ball and put in the bucket. This after 15 minutes again. Let's see how my dough look like. So before I test windowpane test, I knead my dough again. So this way is the only way trying to develop the gluten, because we're gonna have a lot of things stuff into this dough, so we have to make sure this dough is strong enough, the gluten is strong enough to holding the. Here we go, we try another round. Let's see, this time it look a little bit better, so I pass the windowpane test. Now again, I need to form the big bowl, and this time I'm gonna rest the dough about 2 hours before I roll it out and put yummy stuff inside and then bake it. For this one, I'm putting cooked ham and bacon. I cut into little pieces and cook them. And this one is caramelized onion. I cook the onion in the butter in low heat for some time, so it's become caramelized. That one is blue cheese. I put a lot of cheese for this one, and I grated cheddar, mozzarella, and on the top with Parmesan. I want this one to be a very, very, very rich bread, so I wrote it out. I tried to roll in one, but actually it's very difficult because the stuffing is quite a lot. So I need to roll it out and put the seam together to secure all the yummy stuff inside. Then I use the sharp knife to cut in the middle like that. So when I cut in the middle, I try to make breading the bread. So I couldn't make 3, so I make 2 to make twists. So these 2, you see a lot of stuffing in my bread. It's gonna be very, very yummy. So what I'm doing, I cross over each other like that. Cross over and trying to make sure all the stuffing stay in shape into the dough. And then I put into the mold. This one I have paper mold. So the paper mold is actually one-time use. So you put it in and you can bake in the mold like that. And then whatever left from shaping, I just sprinkle all over the bread or the mold. And this is another one. I put a lot of stuff, whatever stuff left over from the previous one, I just add into this one. So chop cooked ham and bacon, caramelized onion. This one very sweet, the caramelized onion. When you cook the onion, make sure you add a little bit of salt. The salt will bring the flavor of the onion out very nicely. This one is cheddar and mozzarella, and the last one gonna be Parmesan. I put a lot of this one is blue cheese, so my stuffing is make the bread so rich and so delicious. There again, I just spread it out and roll it together like that. So this one gonna be one roll. I don't cut it out because last time is a big mess. So I just roll in one and then put in the mold. And then what I'm doing here is I want the cheese to be melted a little bit so it look nice. So I use the bread to cut the dough. So when they are proof, they expand a little bit. And also when it's cooked, the yummy occlusion or the stuffing can be seen later on after cook. So after I scored it, what I'm doing here is I sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top. I run out of mozzarella. I should add some mozzarella so that can be melted a little bit. As you know, Parmesan is not melted in the bread when you bake it. And then I brush some egg wash, only the one with the scoring dough. The other one I could not brush it because I couldn't see any of the dough. And then I bake it. It looked yummy. Thank you for watching.